Please subscribe and you can download this code from description below. Title: Choosing Deprecated Python Modules over Custom Modules, a Consideration Guide. Introduction. In the dynamic landscape of programming, developers often encounter the dilemma of choosing between built-in, deprecated modules and crafting custom solutions. While the general advice is to avoid deprecated modules in favor of newer alternatives, there are situations where using deprecated modules might be a pragmatic choice. In this tutorial, we'll explore scenarios where opting for deprecated Python modules makes sense and provide code examples to illustrate these cases. The imp module, which stands for import, was deprecated in Python 3.4 and removed in Python 3.10. Despite its deprecation, there might be cases where it's beneficial to use imp for dynamic importing. Let's consider a scenario where you need to load a module dynamically. In this example, imp is used to dynamically import a module by providing its name. This can be useful in situations where the exact module to import is determined at runtime. The config parser module was deprecated in Python 3.2 in favor of the config parser module. However, if you are working with legacy code or need to maintain compatibility with older systems, using config parser might be a reasonable choice. In this case, if you're dealing with an existing code base that relies on config parser, it might be more practical to stick with it rather than refactoring the entire code base to use the newer config parser module. When contemplating the use of deprecated modules, consider the following factors. Compatibility: ensure that using a deprecated module won't hinder the compatibility of your code with future Python versions. Maintenance: if the deprecated module is still maintained and meets your needs, it might be a reasonable short-term solution. Legacy code: if you're working with legacy code or maintaining an older project, using deprecated modules can be a pragmatic choice. Transition plan: if possible, plan for a transition to non-deprecated alternatives in the long run to future-proof your code. In conclusion, while it's generally recommended to embrace newer, non-deprecated modules, there are situations where deprecated modules can be a practical choice. Always weigh the pros and cons based on your specific use case and project requirements. ChatGPT